My father has always been horrible to me. Right from a very young kid, it was clear to me that he was not interested in being a dad, but I never could figure out which he hated more, being married to my mom or being a father to me. I think he must have hated it equally since he did not treat my mother any better than he treated me. I turned 17 a couple of months ago, and just 4 weeks back I lost my mother. It was not unexpected. She had been fighting with lung cancer for quite some time, and she finally succumbed to it in the hospital 4 weeks back. She had been diagnosed 3 years ago, and since then it felt like I had been holding my breath. And when she passed away, I think I finally let it all go. She was my best friend, and even now it feels really surreal to not have her around. Most importantly, she was the only person who was there to protect me from my father. I grew up in a house where every single day my parents would fight over something or the other. It was very clear that they did not love each other, and I honestly don't even know why they were married. Every time I asked my mother why she had married him, she would tell me that they had loved each other at some point. They would always make up, but I was never able to forgive my father as quickly as my mom did. I had advised her to leave him several times because sometimes when they were fighting, he would say absolutely horrible things to her. He would say things like how he regretted ever being with her and having a child with her, and he wished she passed away from her disease so he could move on with his life. I would tell her to leave repeatedly, but she just refused, and I don't know why. As for me, I had wanted to leave ever since I was 4 years old, but I had nowhere else to go, and no other family either. My mother was an orphan who had lost her parents in an accident when she was little and had been raised by her grandmother, who passed away when she was in college. She did not have any other family members who she was in touch with, and I did not know my father's side of the family because he never took us to meet them. He claimed that he did not get along well with his family, which is why he did not want us to meet them. There was no elaboration, and I was too scared to ask him. I was used to getting yelled at for things, so I wasn't going to paint a target on myself by prying into something like that. Anyway, my parents were the only family that I had, which is why I had to deal with my father, because my mother refused to leave. After she passed away, I was devastated, but my dad went about his business like nothing had even happened. It was not surprising to me in the slightest, because even when she was sick, he had been acting the same way. I did not expect him to care because I knew that he did not love anybody. He was probably not even capable of that. But what really surprised me is that just 2 weeks after my mother had passed away, once we were done with the funeral and formalities, my dad brought home a much younger woman.